Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome to another episode of Bring It Back. This being a show where I talk about TV shows that were canceled and or short-lived that I would like to see get brought back in some shape or form. For today's episode, I'm going to talk about the CW TV show, The Tomorrow People. The best thing I could compare like The Tomorrow People to, and this is so weird because I've had to use this as an example multiple times, but it's a little X-Men-ish essentially. Basically, it's like a new species of humans, like basically where it's like there's like a mutation that separates like Homo sapiens from whatever this group of people are. Basically, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, I think they had the ability to, they had telepathy so they can read people's minds, but also they could teleport, except for the main protagonist who was played by Robbie Amell, who had other abilities that the others couldn't do. But basically, it's like, oh, we're running from like, not, well, I don't think it was officially the government. I think it was just like this organization that was hunting them. Like I said, I don't think it was like government funded. It might have been government funded. I don't remember, because I do remember like the main character's uncle was the bad guy leading the group of hunting the other people, because like it's all dealt with like the main character's dad had disappeared and he was one of them. So this is where he had gotten his abilities from. It was just like a whole interesting thing of like them being this underground group kind of fighting for their survival while being hunted because they were different. Like obviously the main protagonist trying to balance a normal life while also having these abilities and just the ramifications of all that. It was a really interesting show. It was a while ago. I wanted to say the show was from like 2011, but I want to rather say maybe 2013, because I want to say this was before Robbie was in The Flash. If I'm remembering correctly. Like I said, I could be wrong. But it was a really interesting show that sadly only lasted one season. I think you can also find the entirety of season 1 on Netflix. It's interesting because the show, if I remember correctly, is actually based on the book. And this show, this version of the show on the CW is actually the third adaptation, I think. Because I think the original TV adaptation was like in the 70s. I think there was another one in the 90s. And then this was like the most recent one. I don't know if this is going to be a property that ever gets touched again in the future. I mean, who knows? They might not go down a TV route. They might go down a movie route, personally. Obviously, me being more preferable to TV. Like, it's less likely that they'd pick it up once again, because if it was 2013 like I'm thinking it is, it's been 7 years, so super unlikely anything to happen. If anything, the show would most likely get rebooted, which is kind of a shame, but still, like, I would want the show to have an opportunity to kind of have a longer, like, original TV show version did back in the day, like have a little bit more of a longer life. Less likely to come back as like a new season or something like that, but more likely probably get rebooted. Maybe not anytime soon, maybe they'll wait a little bit longer. It'll probably be a while longer just because of like the distance and time in between each of the adaptations, you know, so it'd probably be even longer. Who knows? You know, I'd be curious to see something being done with this property. Like I said, preferably TV show, but I could easily see them like, oh, let's reboot it as a movie. Maybe not. Who knows? Really, that's all I want to talk about in this video. Till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and good